Hello. Yeah. God, great start. Nat Dex ZU got some changes. I say some, as it's not like 50 kajillion billion non blah, blah, blah. I know. I'm so good at talking. I've just gone back from school. I don't want to. It's just. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about why the meta game sucks, and Intellion sucks, and I was right all along, and we should have banned it day one, and it's just eh. So let's go into what rose and dropped. Yippee. Obamasto regular, outclassed by Obamasto Mega and Vanillux. And I don't. Obamasto's not going anytime soon, so yeah. Obamasto Mega, yay! Pokemon I can talk about. Originally, this video was going to be 2 parts where I talked about, you know, the drops and rises, and then what the ZUBL when they came out. But then half the things I ended up saying ended up being false. So yeah, that's why we're here now. Apparently, Obamasto has never been used, even though I very much remember being used against me. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. Maybe. No, that's a Obamasto. It's got, you know, the classic ice type things of weak to stealth rocks, weak to the fires and the flyings. But man, it's the mix attacking presence of Obamasto, just like ripping through everything. But yeah, we're gonna get into the VR later once everything's been explained. Archeops, I've only seen it as a HO lead. No, that's not true. I've seen one power meter beam stuff, and I think it died. But yeah, you know, you've got Taunt and Stealth Rocks and Rock Blessed and U-Turn. So, you know, you beat the other main HO lead of Frostlass, which we'll get into, and then you also have Taunt to prevent stuff going up. You do speed type Frostlass, which is really not good because that means you could get triple axled in the face, but you could also rock blast them in the face. Who knows? Oh yeah, the focus sash. There we go. Avalokasuri. Oh, we don't. No, don't use the Avalokasuri. Why? I don't. Yeah. There's your yeah. Charizard has Defog and Roost and Flamethrower. I've only really seen the defensive set. I've not seen the Nuki sets, you know, with like choice specs in Sun, Solar Power, Blast, Burn. I don't know. -6 Smedef on the opponent. Not seen those yet, which is probably for the best because they're probably bad. The power would be amazing, but you know, I like the just heavy J boots, hit with a bunch of moves kind of approach. Dekadui Hisui, I quite like this one. I think this one is not underrated, just underexplored, and is getting currently very much. How do I put this in words? Not exploited. Subsumed? It's being... The meta's not being kind to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Where everything's really fast, and everything hits really hard, and we'll get into it. The best that it can do is like predict the switch, or sucker punch, or U-turn, or just throw on a scarf to be like slower than the base 113s? Because I know Tyranitar beats the 115s with 61 speed. So you probably beat just base 100s and belows. Doublade. You think Doublade would be great, but no one's using it because the entire metagame is so unfriendly. There's like 7 special attackers that all just eat Doublade alive. But you can't be tracked by Magneton, which you gotta admit, that's pretty good, you know? Can't be tracked by Magneton. And you also check with the broken one. We'll get into it. Like, just definitively, no ifs or buts about it, but we'll get into that later. Draudigon really needs the meta to just slow down, and so we can have a breather. Because, like, Rocky Helmet stuff, where you just, like, absolutely punish them for clicking a move against you. Amazing. Love that. Just, I don't know. The third move's very customizable. It could be like Glare, it could be Crunch, it could be Toxic, it could be Taunt. We'll call it Toxic for now. And this is a great way to punish U-turns and flip turns and close combats. Just the whole shebang. But yeah, Draudigon really needs the meta to slow down. Electro City, I haven't seen this thing once. It's fast, it has taunt. Yep. Frostlass is the other HO lead. I mentioned that earlier. And it's got spikes and taunt and triple axle and Destiny Bond. And then taunt and triple axle and then bond. And you roll the focus sash and you set up the hazards and then everything goes swimmingly. Yeah. Gavan Shield, not seen it once, we're not. It'll probably end up being fine, but again, that is too fast for it. Glalie Mega, I've been seeing this one a lot, I think. Glalie Mega. It's gonna be Mega Glalie stored, man. Yeah. We'll just pull out this game. Yeah, we'll just do that one. Did Mega Glalie do anything in this game other than die? Yeah, no, it didn't. Okay. Well, it's got... I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. It's got Ice Shard, it's got Boom, it's got Return, and it's got Earthquake. Earthquake hits the steals, and the fires, there's the other one. That, resist you. And the waters, I guess. But you could run freeze dry, that'd be fine. Explosion hits really hard, Ice Shard. It's like, very offensive, fast-paced teams that like Glalie. Houndstone checks a Pokemon. Yippee. Yeah, it does so, like, little offensively. Just, ugh. I don't even know what you run on at. Like, what, Roar? Shadow, yeah, that's the one. Shadow Sneak. And you max your defense, and you still get, like, 3-shot by, the Pokemon, which we'll get to. So, yeah. Kingdra, I mean, the only stat I've seen with the thing is, like, Sniper, D-Ramps, Wave Crash, no, it wasn't Life Orb, it was, Watrium Z, and then, I don't know, like, Outrage Iron Man, I think it was? Yeah, we'll call that. It caught me off guard and almost won the game, but, like, if it was Rain Dance, it was over for me. I do remember the game. But good, it's a good fast threat. I'm going to throw out there, Scar's probably good, Specs is probably good, Rain Dance is probably good. But again, offensive, yada. Mistravis has given this meta something that I've been desperately craving for a while, and that is a nasty plot user who is fast and actually wants to click nasty plot. So let's look at the list that are faster than Mace Magus. AB Plum has 60 special attack. Persian has 65. Virginella 75. Sneasel 35. Get to you. Swoobat kind of cheats because it's simple and stuff, but Swoobat's also bad. So, Raichu, again, it's a little bit better, but not great. Lipard, again, not great. Asparagus, great. You've actually got a usable, and Zoroark, good stuff. And then you go further down the list. Houndoom could use nasty plot. Haunter, Rotom, and that's it. That's your list until we start getting into like NFEs. So, and Tatsukiri could use nasty plot. But they're not really fast. Miss Magius is fast, which, you know, I like, because it gives you a big... Well, no, you know, it's not fast, but it's fast enough to get the job done. And so basically, if you were a especially weak Mon, you only really had to worry about Calm Minders and strong attackers, which basically boiled down to Ampharos and Uxie. That's the only one I could think of. We're gonna call it Uxie. What am I having? Showdown's right here. We'll look it up. Calm Mind. This is riveting content. Yeah, no, I think it's just Uxie. Yeah. Yeah, okay, it's just Uxie. The only Calm Mind, okay. So, you just had to worry about special attack, but this now actually has, you know, threads the especially weak walls. Mudsdale's bloody fantastic, like... Wow, stamina is really an ability. I've seen the standards I've been seeing, and then, you know, fourth move with like, you know, Stone Edge or Toxic to hit the Mistravas, or Close Combat to hit something, or just Protect or Roar. I've been liking Toxic, Protect, Roar, just screw the rocks, get another rocker. You know, you might say, whoa, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what you would say. You might go, whoa, but that's the whole point of Mudsdale, sets out the rocks consistently, and I'm like, yeah, so does Hippo and DPP, but Stealth Rockless Hippo is still pretty good. So yeah, that's the logic behind this, where you can fit both Toxic or Protect, or even Rest. I've been thinking about Rest, where you take Woe hits forever, but you're probably gonna lose your item to knock off or knock off. So with Rest, you can actually, you know, consistently wall things throughout the game. Like, this is the one fewer defensive Pokemon that have actually managed to survive the meta so far. I fully expect this to be like an S plus Pokemon by the time we've banned all the perks and stuff. Ninetales is a nasty plotter, but it's outclassed by the other nasty plotters. Orthworm is a spike setter, but it's outclassed by Fortress. Wow. Overcoat gives like rain and spikes. Actually, no, it gives a spiker on rain that doesn't need to be Fortress. And it gives you, the psychic immunity and the, I was gonna say EQ weakness, yeah, that's what rain teams on. But it gives you good stuff, and it just generally works good. Rosarade's another controversial figure, and it's kind of not fallen off, but like, the idea of banning it at the moment has very much not exist. Like, Roserade, once I've done the whole we've got a full VR fleshed out, and I do the 7-hour video discussing the reasons you would want to use HP Ground Rosary over HP Fire. That's when we're gonna go. But like the main ones we've been seeing is like Life Orb, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs. And they're all pretty good. You know, you got your spikes, you got your big stabs and Leaf Storm or Giga Drain or Energy Ball. You got Sleep, because that's what they're seeing. Sludge Bomb, and you just throw on a hidden power of your choice, either Hidden Power Fire to hit Steel's really hard, or Hidden Power Ground to hit the Poison's really hard, and still hit the Seals. It does lead to some problems against like Escavalier or Fury or Flying types. That's the other one. You hit them hard with Sludge Bomb, but yeah. Shaman! God, this piece of Shaman's been doing some funny things with Celebrate. Whoa. Seed Flare and then Earth Power and then either Air Slash or Dazzling Gleam. You pick your move. I don't know. Did I? Okay, that's not Seed Flare. That explains it. And you may be wondering, whoa, what's it doing with Celebrate? That looks like a useless move. With Normalized NZ, you get a +1 in every stab. So Shaman becomes unkillable, hard to wall, and just kind of kills everything. And it's not even like the top man on, like top of the top. Because you still need to spend a turn to kill everything, which some of the Pokemon later on don't. They just kill things. Shaco brings webs. I don't know. Steelix is having a weird time because the physical threats it would check are normally paired with special threats it can't check. So it's unironically, in my opinion, outclassed by Stunfisk Galar. Which sounds like a joke, but Stunfisk Galar has like an actual Spadef stat and like higher HP, I think. Like, yeah, Steelix has Stunfisk Galar. Yeah, Stunfisk Galar has 109. So like, and a way higher Spadef stat. It's only a little bit weaker than you. And it has foul play, anyway. And it's faster. Not like crazily faster. 2 extra speed. So yeah, Steelix needs the special threats to go. Speaking of special threats, Swellow! This is the entire reason I ranked, you'll see it later, but I ranked Stunfisk Galar so high. What time are we on the music video? Oh, it's only been 18 minutes. Okay, I'm storming through this. Oh my god. There's been like 3 sets. We'll go with like order of most seen this. You know, you got your standard set of Boom Burst, Air Slash, U-Turn, Heat Wave, which just kills everything. I've seen we're living in desperate times. I've seen. Basically, there's 2 ways you can go. You can either try and compress your Swellow check into 2 mons, because you can't compress it into 1 mon, or you just go throw a bunch of Spadef Steels at it, and then eventually one of them can check it. So the first route, you run Dashbun and Stunfisk Galar, because Stunfisk Galar can take Boom Burst and Air Slash, and Dashbun can take the Heat Waves. They both still get U-turned on, so then Inteleon comes in and kills them both. We'll get to him. Don't worry. I've got some choice words for him. But, yeah. And then the Spadef Steel route, you just run, like, Fori, Caparaja, and the other one. I'm feeling like there was another Spadef Steel. I could be wrong. It could just be Caparaja thingy. Last Cavalier. Oh, so Valley Steel. That could be your third Spadef Steel. Fori. Doublade. That's. No. Who am I thinking of? It's not Persoko. Corporation. I think it's just Stunfisk Galar again. Yeah, no, it's just Stunfisk Galar. Stunfisk Galar is eating so much. Oh my god. So yeah, and then the other set that I'm personally fond of is Guts, you know, Facade, Bravebird, U-Turn, Roost. And that, you know, flips Spadef steals. Oh, they take like 30 to 40% on the switching, and they have to wear heavy duty boots or they get worn down. Uh-oh. And it also changes the fact that, you know, Svella's biggest counter is Stealth Rocks, right? Because you wear them down throughout the game, and then you can pick them off with like a Bullet Punch, a Mach Punch, a Sucker Punch from various mons. Oh, great. Swellow with Roost flips that matchup, because like, let's say you pick Sucker Punch with Absol. It's just a mon on top of my head. You Roost up, and then boom, it's out of Sucker Punch range. Or, but I've got the calc memorized up here. Machamp Bullet Punch maxes out at 51.1%. So let's say you're like, you know, expecting the Machamp to switch in, or you know, you're just expecting the Machamp to switch in, and you're like 25%, so you can't U-turn because then you die after rocks. You Roost up, now 75%, take the max roll, assuming no crits. You take 50%, and then you revenge kill the Machamp, and now you've just effectively turned your Deadmon, which you were just planning to sack later, into something that has killed one of their most frightening mons. We'll get into Machamp as well. Toxicroak, I don't know, click Nasty Plot and Vacuum Wave once, I think. Yeah. Tox Twistity. Very scary mon. Boom Burst, Shift Gear's Throat Spray, Shift Gear Black Sludge, Choice Scarf. Oh, very good. Problem is, it loses to the top meta mons. It loses to Shaman, which feels wrong, because you feel like the Electric Poison should be able to beat the Grass type, but no, Earth Power deals with it quite effectively. Oh my god, I'm almost done. Holy. How long did it take? Only 22 minutes, wow. Wochen, I've not seen a single Wochen, which is really sad. Oh, I didn't even mention, I was, I find it, I was going to mention it in the Mudsdale section. This mon is A on the PU viability ranking. Bomb, I guess. That was what I was going to mention. I don't know why Wochen brought that out of me. Sweet to U-turn. Can't wall the special attackers. Yeah. Weird Ear. Don't use Weird Ear. Zoroark, again, one of those fast, nasty claws that could also be physical or disguise itself. It's good. It's good. Then we get our losses, our rises. Chinchino. This is because there was one hyper offense team that everyone spammed in the early rounds of the PU tour. Fun fact, the PUVR, to my knowledge, does not have Chinchino ranked on it. I'm screaming right now, internally, of course. And it doesn't even affect us that much. It's just annoying. Because this is like a hyper offense mon, or just an offense mon that was really good. I found it really consistent. And now it's gone. Great. Wow. Lovely. Delmise. I don't know why this thing rose to NU. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't looked at the NU VR. But like, Tentacle's right there. Yeah, there's an entire video. Yada yada yada. But Delmise just... And was getting experimentation here too, because Tentacle had just left. So, yeah. Grafai, I don't know, Sun, I guess, Rain, I think. No, it was Sun. Sun Venusaur. So that's great for them. Maracalola, this is like the third time this year that it's risen up to RU because of Trick Room. Yay. Minior rose because Shell Smash was not banned in Nat Dex ZU. There's filthy non-banningers. That's that's a sentence. So yeah. Pass. I miss Pass so much. I hate this thing. Just to be clear, but God, did I love using it. Because it was just such a consistent Pokemon. And now it's gone. I didn't even realize it had 100 HP. I thought it had 80. But you learn something new every day. But it was just such a consistent Scarf. Broken, yes, because you needed like a check on it at every team, yada yada yada. But I've been feeling the repercussions, especially in this very much offensive metagame. Sneasel, just another offensive one. I really like Sneasel after the two Tentacle and Umbreon left. And then it decided to leave. May enjoy pastures at a PU. Anyway, let's get to the ZUBLs that got released. Slurpuff. Why was this thing released? I just peeked the mic. Okay, why was this thing released? I don't understand. This wasn't even like a close. Well, it was close. It was 3-2. Nothing's really changed. This is the model I was talking about with Doublade earlier, where it kind of sort of checks it. Maybe not really, because Doublade, there's a bunch of special attackers running around. So yeah, I don't know. The thing is, even though it's broken, it's not even the most broken one, because it needs the man of the game to calm down so it can start exploiting those balance teams, right? The metagame's not calming down, so it just has to do a hyper offense versus hyper offense, which it does not do well into. Well, it does spectacularly, just not sweeping the entire team. Machamp, yeah, this thing's a bit. I voted to unban this thing, like, there's no ghosts, the metagame's more offensive now, it can't exploit 10 or Umbreon as much now. I was wrong, very wrong. This thing is very good. I thought my prediction was A plus maybe. No, I got it S plus on my VR. So yeah. Sneasel's a mod that I can talk positively about, because it's actually good and it's not broken, and that's pretty cool. Choice Band or SD with a triple axle, pretty good, pretty good. So Valley Ground, again, another mod that's just like, yeah, that's good. Oh, this is me pulling out of this team. We'll talk about this when we get to the VR. So Valley Ground, just, yeah, it's a good mon. I don't know what else to say. It kind of, ironically enough, you want to run Valley Ground, but you also want to run Valley Steel. So that's a problem for someone else. Almastar, the two main sets, you know, this is, Almastar wasn't released, it was Shell Smash. So now we've got, you know, Mayor being, excuse me, Shell Smash. I've seen people run Ancient Power, so they don't have to expend the turn Powder Arming, not turn but move slot. So yeah, Almastar is currently just running through the metagame as well. Good times. We'll cover the just absolute dog, just the unmons of the century all coming together to just support Swallow. But that's our ZUBLs, and then we get onto our broken mod. I think Swallow should be banned within the week. If it's not, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to, I don't know, the French. They seem like they could take care of it. But Swallow just comes in a million times a game, clicks Boom Burst a million times a game, clicks Heat Wave and Air Slash. So yeah, that's bloody brilliant. Star, we've already discussed it. But again, Shell Smash antics, brilliant stuff. Inteleon, wasn't that, it was like A- last VR? Very much no. Umbreon and Tentacle were very much keeping that in check. And now they're gone. And some of the faster threats are gone. So now it's running through the meta game, same with Machamp. I had a game where I had max HE, max defense, Mudsdale. And I was like, okay, we're bringing in Machamp. And I'm pretty sure, like, Machamp's strong, but max HP, max defense, Mudsdale. You know, 100, you know, it's got guts, it's got, it's flame more boosted, all that. But I'm expecting this to, you know, take 40, I can then, like, Earthquake it and then bring in a new one. It took 68. I did not get to Earthquake that turn. So yeah, that was a informative experience. Slurpuff is still broken, I don't care what anyone says. So, yeah. Yippee. And the Shaman, I wouldn't be opposed to not voting on Shaman until we get a mega game without these 5 freaks. Because, I don't know, Shaman just feels like it's not that broken compared to these two. And I don't know if the brokenness is coming from the fact that when you're building for Shaman, you're also building for the other 5. Or if it's actually Shaman. Like, these 5, I feel like the entire meta game, like, you would need, I don't know, Heatran to fall or something for me to be okay with it. Not, you know, hyperbole. But, like, if we say ban Swellow, I don't think on the start it becomes anywhere more, palatable. Same with Italian, same with Machamp, same with Slurpuff. Shaman, I'm open to discussion about. Do I go over teams first, or do I go over, the VR? We'll go to the VR. This is my personal VR. Please don't come and kill me. I just want to yap about some moments. We'll go from, like, okay, this is gonna be a very running, dash VR, then we're gonna do teams, and then we're gonna look at some rank plays. Already talked about why these, buggers are all here. Ampharos Mega. Look at that list, and then look at Ampharos Mega. There is one mod on that list that deals with it, and that's Shaman. To be fair to the ones on that list, Ampharos Mega can't switch into them either. But, you know, it's a weird dynamic where they can't switch into each other. Copperoja, just, you know, Spadef Seal, Knockoff, Stealth Rock, EQ, Roar, Whirlwind, all good stuff. All good stuff. Mudsdale, again, I've talked about it. It was like everything that isn't a broken mod that's a physical attacker. Even Wall Sneasel, I think. Because of stamina boosts. And then 40, Sneasel we already talked about. 40, again, 40 benefit a lot from Umbreon and Tenta leaving. Because now it's the only good spinner left. And it'll have spikes, which Tentacle couldn't move before and really exploit it. But now 40 is just like on top. And it gets to be the Spadef soon. So Billy Ground, SD Flame Charge, multi-attack, rock slide, very good. Aldino is taking the place of my brain is, give me a second. Umbreon and Tenta as the Spadef wall. That's pretty good at that. Not as good as those two. Otherwise it would have been in a higher tier, but it can take Swellow sometimes. That's pretty good. Heliolisk will refuse to die, no matter what metagame it is. A electric type that hits ground with water stab, not stab, but, you know, water attacks, is never not going to be good within Nat Dex ZU. You need some, like, truly absurd things to happen, like Nidoking to drop, or more realistically, like Gastrodon or Quagsire. completely unrealistic, but like, now you just put on HP grass instead of HP ice. So yeah, that's Heliolisk. And again, it's not even like Gastro and thingy. Quagsire could stop Heliolisk, because then Heliolisk would just run U-turn instead of Volt Switch. And it still has normal stab. It would still be good. I don't know even why we're talking about this. They're not dropping. Anytime soon, that is. Roselia! We've already talked about. Taurus Blaze benefits a lot from Past Leaving now being the only, like, good fighting type. Yeah. Toxicity, talked about Gudra. Gudra was, with an Assault Vest, that is, was the Shaman set of, Seed Flare, Earth Power, Air Slash. It doesn't well Dazzling Gleam. I think it takes like 40. And it can't do that much back. It has to run Fire Blast. So, yeah. Drapion is basically the HO enabler. It can Pursuit Trap the checks and then weaken them so that the broken mons can run free. That's pretty cool. You know? That's so cool. I love that. It's been hurt a lot by Sneasel. Oh god, Sneasler would be interesting in this metagame. Sneasel dropping as a Pursuit Trapper. But it's not weak to rocks and it's got a better defensive typing, so yeah. Scyther! Scyther does things that I forgot. Oh yeah, it was stuff. It's a flying type, it's U-turn pivot, it's got sword stance, it's good. Virizion. That's pretty good. It's definitely hurting a lot more because there's, you know, a flying type, and 2 Ice Beam users, a physical attacker, and a fairy, all in the top of the list. So, oh yeah, I should have said, this is not what the anywhere close where the final VR is going to look like, because we're going to do a VL first, yada yada. Very standard stuff. Magneton. There's a bunch of Spadef Steels running around, and they need trapping and killed. Sure, you don't kill them, but you can weaken them to a point where they just get run over anyway. Yeah. Nekdui Hisui, you know, I really like him, Audino for super effective damage, and Doublade, and just Ghost in general. Yeah. We already talked. Diancie was Swallow, but Swallow just U-turns on it. Yeah. Palosan. Here's someone I can actually talk about. Oh my god, Fistef Palosan was everything. Oh my. I didn't realize like how useless this thing. Well, like everyone, I was running like max HP, max special defense with like rocks, shore up, shadow volley, earth power, and what I did is change out rocks or toxic and then just make it fizz death. It lived a choice band Sneasler triple axle. Sure, it was like 75%, but I'd already taken like rock ship twice. And it like lived knockoff from like, it like took max 80% from knockoff. So yeah, max Fistef. That's not even like, that's like Sneasel with a choice band hitting you with a super effective moves. Let's, you know, Taurus Blaze can't do anything. It needs like multiple bulk ups, and then, you know, you get to Toxic and EP and all that. Valley Ground needs multiple Sour Sands and it's taking Toxic Chip, all good stuff. Drapion can't break through. Decadui, Hisui can't break through it. So yeah, Max Fistef Palosan, that's the way to go. Zarder's already talked about. Tauros Aqua, it just needs the meta to calm down. There's like 50 water types it's competing with for Slaw. Stumpus Galar, we already talked about. Kindred, we already talked about. Clado benefited a lot from Tenton Umbreon leaving. And they're, you know, personally, you know, having, you know, Savali, Ground not being able to hit it well, Ampharos not being able to hit it well. while still not being able to hit a, good matchups for it. Toxicroak, yes, I've already talked about it. Abomasnow, I've already talked about it. Helix, Strutgun. Very sweet. I've been absolutely loving Spadef bulk up roofs. Yeah, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Run Spadef the Sui thingy. The False White Gaming video came out, and I was like, I never considered doing Spadef bulk up roost stuff with it. I was always like, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, which are terrible, by the way, in this metagame. Choice Scarf would be fine, but Choice Band, absolutely not. But, oh my god, the way that this thing just took over games for me. Like, 6 mons would be out, like 1 mon on the opponent's team would be gone, and then I would just click sub, bulk up, and then I would just win the game. It does have some problems. Before I go full, if you run into a Doublade, you're screwed. If you run into a strong special attacker, like, I don't know, Inteleon, Swellow, you're screwed. But other than that, the special attackers can't break through it, and the physical attackers can. Well, okay, Healisk, Toxtricity, they can break through it, Magneton, Miss Magius has got Thunderbolt, Kingdra. It's just so beautiful. Cofagrigus, there's a lot of fast mons running around, and Trick Room is a pretty good strategy against them. Yeah, that caught me by surprise. Archeolog's already talked about, Orthorb talked about. Ultimate Omega, the fact this thing can't run boots, or doesn't have Regenerator, or doesn't have... It's got the better defensive typing, but... still not good. Coolfish. Coolfish is another HO lead. It sets up spikes, and its advantages over Frost Blast are... it has Toxic Spikes, and Boom, and a Pivot Move. Sigilyph I've not seen much of, unfortunately. Look at the top mons list, and then look at the Sigilyph. It's not doing great. Aurorus! I honestly could put Aurorus in B-. I'm very flip-floppy on this one. But I do like its Rock Polish 3 attack sets. Just turning Swellow into setup opportunity is not going to be good. Not going to be not good. That is a great way of phrasing it. Oh, my voice is starting to go. It's a good video when my voice is gonna go. Mesprit. I've been running this, which looks terrifying. But if I can find it quickly. Where's Nat Dex ZU? If I find it quickly, this is more terrifying. I do not know what's going on here. I made this in a I don't know. This is just unrelated to the video itself. I don't know, man. Anyway, that's less terrifying than this thing. The Spadef EVs is so you live Modest Swellow Boom Burst after rocks and can revenge kill it. Yeah, it's really going desperate without pass semi in. It also sort of checks Inteleon once again after rocks and modest damage. And if you've been chipped or they switch out or they U-turn on you, you cry because you can no longer check them. Politoed I'm running because, well, I say I. No, yeah, it's been me. Is because it is a Inteleon check that's not weak to Dark Pulse like Jensen is. So, that's pretty good. Cryogonal can check the special threats. Not really, but Croconaw can be annoying on stall teams if they can afford the hazard removal. Sceptile. Power Solar Blade was not something I was expecting to run into, or I don't think anyone was expecting to run into it. And then we got Probopass. Probopass is a swallow check that can get momentum off it by Volt Switch or Stealth Rock. And then does nothing else for the remainder of the game. So yeah, that's where this team comes in. Let's just rewind. So, we lead off with Swallow, because look at their team. What actually wants to stay on Swallow? Got a Mass Spirit. I can just U-turn on this thing. I can go Probopass, yeah, that makes sense. Could be Body Press, but I've got Sturdy intact, so. And look at that, it's not Body Press. Stealth Rocks go up, Palisade comes in, and then Rapid Spin, and like, fine, you know. Diancie comes in, and then has to eat a Toxic, and this is why, you know, afford the Stealth Rocker for later. And then my Politoed gets Toxic, which, let's say just, Toxicroak comes out, you know. This is why Politoed's like just bad outside of checking Inteleon. Swords Dance goes off, and I think I live? See, that's the magic of Max Vizdev Palisade. That's a +2 super effective Sucker Punch. And it just bounces off. It bounces off like nothing happens. If I was modest, 252 special attack, I would have died there. So yeah. So yeah, very good. Miss Maggie's comes out, and I really don't want this thing to set up on me. This is what we call a misplay. I forgot Mystical Fire lowered your special attack, so I just kind of, you know, threw my Aurorus at the gates. It was certainly a play. But it's still not enough for Magneton to live the Earth Power. And then Glalie comes out, and then I, you know, run away to Politoed to take 35% from EQ, which isn't bad, but isn't good knowing this is Spadef Politoed, and then it just dies anyway. Mesprit comes out, click Psychic, and then I lose it. Yippee. Kaido comes out, and I just kill him. Xmagius comes out for its last time in the game. I think Swallow... No? That's interesting. Oh, of course Swallow can't come out now. Because... Diancie still exists. And now it's just stalling turns with Diancie. Because, yeah. That's how the rest of this game goes. Yeah, I can't be bothered looking at a hate show game. Or this game. Why am I giving Spanish? Is Mudsdale Spanish? We'll look up a game where Bravery looked up something, and that's how the video's going to end. Oh, I'll talk about the future, but Bravery, where am I? Preferably a game where it actually did the thing I described it doing. That'd be good. So, welcome back. I revealed my real name, and I don't feel comfortable with that, so we're just gonna do this again. I wasn't really paying attention to the game. Wow, good knockoff real life name here. And then the U-turn comes out, and then, you know, and then I reveal that I'm Guts. Well, yippee, and then we U-turn, and nope, Bravery, not coming out yet. Yeah, I just have to. I wish it crit. And this is where Bravery comes out. No, Dark Thruster comes out. Okay, what am I doing? Is this even a Bravery game? I think it is. There we go. Now Bravery comes out. Let me find out. Oh yeah, I didn't really get the. And then it's just kind of this for several turns. And then Spoiler Gleam some. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna end this video. Oh yeah, the future of Nat Dex ZU. Band Slate, VL, VR, and then, I don't know, you hear me crying in 2 minutes. Oh yeah, and the future of me as a person. I'm gonna make some more videos. Whoa, that's crazy. Goodbye.